I just pulled up in front of my PRN job. The reason why I'm here is because I have to get fit tested with the N95 mask. And today is the last day. So they sent an email last week threatening all of the delinquents, I'm one of them, who have not yet performed their fit testing. But guess what? I've worked all during COVID. Every single contract I've taken in the past year, I had to get fit tested, and they're not accepting those fit tests from outside facilities. They want me to come in and do their own. So today's the last day, and because I need to keep this job, because this is my PRN gig, when I'm not doing a travel assignment, this is how I earn a living. I need to make sure and get this done. The only issue is that it's raining, and I don't like getting out of my car and running and dodging the rain and the puddles. It's just a lot. So I'm sitting here trying to work up the momentum to get out the car and make a run for it. For those of you who aren't in healthcare and who might not be familiar with what fit testing is basically a way to ensure that the N95 mask that you're wearing is the correct mask and does not have a break in the seal. So that way, when you're caring for patients who have an airborne respiratory illness, you're not putting yourself at risk. So patients who have COVID, I think TB, I believe meningitis, and is it shingles as well? I don't know. You guys that are nurses or healthcare providers, please let me know in the comments if I'm right. It's been a while since I've taken care of anyone that has any of those other respiratory illnesses outside of like COVID and maybe just the flu. But you're supposed to wear an N95 mask, and what the hospital does is, by OSHA regulations, like the people who occupational safety and health, those people, they want to make sure that we're all wearing the proper fit mask. So we go in, we put on the mask that's our size. They put a hood over our head, and inside of the hood there's a little hole. They put a spray bottle and they spray a solution that has a taste. It's flavored, I should say. And you're not supposed to taste the flavor while wearing this mask. If you taste it, it can be strawberry flavored or cherry flavored, whatever. But if you get that taste while wearing the mask, that means that your mask does not have a proper seal, and you might need to try another mask or possibly wear like a respirator when going into these airborne rooms. For me, I've never had any issues. Not like leaving my house when it's raining and when it's snowing. I'm back. That fit testing was such a waste of time. It only took 2 minutes. And I'm like, this is what y'all was running us down about the whole time? Like literally stalking us and threatening us with our jobs, our livelihoods. But okay, it's done. So let me tell you how my plan to scam the hospital didn't work out, because I was going to go to the library and print out some of the things I needed for school. My semester started yesterday, and for those of you who might not be aware, I'm in a postmaster's family nurse practitioner program at a local university here in Maryland. So I was going to go print some PowerPoints and whatnot, but the library is under construction. There goes my plan to finesse. How much you say? $15.98. I was on my way home, and all of a sudden I had an intense craving for doubles, so I stopped at this Caribbean restaurant, Trinidadian specifically, so I can purchase some doubles for me and my oldest daughter, because she loves them as well. Driving through this neighborhood, and it's giving me flashbacks from when I used to do home care, because this is one of the areas I used to cover. Yo, y'all don't even know half the nonsense home care nurses put up with. It is a lot of stuff in home care, and I'm going to do a video one day. I have so many stories, but I think there's like 3 stories in particular I'm going to share with you guys. Y'all are going to be on the floor when I share these stories, because home care is a whole nother animal, okay? I hate this machine so much. The Stairmaster, Stair Climber, whatever it is, but cardio-wise, it gives me the most bang for my buck. That wasn't too bad, thankfully. I would have stayed longer, but I have class at 6. Tomorrow is the follow-up with my surgeon for my post-op appointment. So I'm post-op 1 week. And as you can see, some of the steri strips fell off. And I noticed today, like, this area appears to be more swollen. Like, I can actually see the lump and visualize it. And I'm pretty sure you guys will notice it as well. One of my friends who had a partial thyroidectomy told me that the swelling is common and that she was swollen for maybe 2 to 3 weeks after surgery. So the way this semester is set up, it's only going to be God to see me through. It's going to have to be God because the workload is ridiculous. It's approximately 10, so I'm going to go to bed. Happy Thursday, February 2nd, Black History Month. I just had my post-op appointment with my surgeon, Dr. Morris Wiseman. She's at Hopkins, in case anyone is interested in seeking her out. Amazing surgeon. And she guided me to take my steri strip off. As you can see, like I mentioned previously, there's still some swelling from underneath my chin all the way around here. And she told me post-operatively that is perfectly normal. And it can take up to 6 to 8 weeks for the swelling to subside, because your girl was getting worried. I'm like, I cannot be out in these streets on these cameras post-op still with the enlarged neck. So aside from me needing to lose a few pounds and the swelling needed to go down, I think, we'll monitor it and we'll see in the next few weeks. What's up, y'all? Just got back in the house. I spent most of the day over at my sister's place because my mom is visiting from New York. So I was over there hanging out with them. I came home and I got a package in the mail. This is my textbook. I read my textbooks, and by the end of the semester, I ship them right back to Amazon. And then I recently purchased some hair. It's a wig, actually, from one of my friends who's a nurse. Her name is Alicia, and she owns a hair company. So here it is right here. It's the bag. She lives locally, so she dropped it off on the front porch, and I just got it. It's a blonde wig, and I might do a little video just featuring it, and unboxing it, and styling it and putting it on. So I'll let you guys know about that. But she sells amazing wigs. My meal prep for tomorrow is complete. I made the air fried salmon, and this is zucchini, squash, and some broccoli I sauteed up. Then I have a salad. With the salad, I have some chopped up chicken breast that I made here. This looks crazy, but it's half a pomegranate, and I'm gonna take an orange. Good morning, it's Friday. Just pulled up in the parking lot, and there's flurries coming down. I just hope it does not stick, and I'm really praying for there not to be much snow for the rest of this winter. I was talking to my 11-year-old yesterday, and we were going back and forth about the groundhog seeing its shadow, but I don't think it saw its shadow, which means I think it's going to be an early spring, I think. But let me go in here and be a nurse. I'll catch up with you guys later. They canceled me this morning. I was supposed to work a 12-hour shift today, and I was in my sleep dreaming a very nice dream, and I was hearing my phone ring, and I was like, whose phone is that? I was so confused. Picked it up, and I recognized the number as the hospital's number. And the person from the staff in office said, yeah, Kendra, I know you signed up to work today, but we're going to cancel you. And I was just like, whatever. I mean, it comes with the territory of being PRN. And even if I wasn't PRN, there have been times as a staff nurse I had been canceled for the shift. The only difference is, as a staff nurse, you can dip into your PTO where they would pay you the hours that you've missed. But as a PRN nurse, I don't accrue PTO. I decided to undo my cornrows and wash my hair, which is something I dread doing because it's just a lot. I am going to use this oil that I was gifted by this company called Amyla Cosmetics, and it is a hair growth serum. As you can see, I've been using it for some time because I don't know if I told you guys in a previous video, but the edges are very thin due to me constantly doing something to this hair. I'm either having it up in braids, or last year I had a weave that was really bad that was glued onto my edges, and it caused quite a bit of hair loss. And as you can see, it's trying to grow. Act like I wasn't mad that they canceled my shift yesterday. The medical bills are rolling in. I got my bill from Hopkins for the surgery. I have to pay out of pocket. I think it's $3,300, like 33 and some change. So what I'm planning on doing, I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment. Any Cali nurses on here? I am strongly considering applying for my California license and possibly taking a travel assignment in Cali over the summer. Tell me what you guys think. What is my neighbor doing? My tank is on E and I need to get gas. I have my cash handy because that's what we're using. It takes me, I think it costs about $45 or so to fill my tank. So that's $90 every 2 weeks. So that's budget, that's written into my budget and I put it aside. So a comment I received on my video where I told you all about my illness, a comment stated, you should have just called out. And yes, that was the best option and it would have been the best thing to do. However, something that I think the general public isn't aware of is that there is a great amount of guilt whenever a nurse has to call out, because we know that we're leaving our colleagues short, and oftentimes they might not have anyone to replace us. Because of that, nurses rarely call out. As a nurse working in direct care at the bedside, I have seen nurses come to work sick just to prove, hey, I'm sick. I know I should have called out, but I don't know, it's like a phenomenon where it's almost as if we fear not being believed because the culture is so toxic. Whenever a nurse calls out, it is not uncommon for her colleagues to gossip about her or people to make snide remarks. Even management will make snide remarks, or even if it's not a remark, but have a really snide facial expression, like a roll of the eyes if they hear such and such called out. Because why? Now we're short, meaning that a whole lot of rearrangement has to be done. And sometimes your colleagues have to have an increase in ratio. So when we are faced with the task of calling out, we often don't give in. We will find so many other ways to rearrange our own personal life, even if it has an effect on our children. We will find ways to orchestrate things outside of work just so we can be present. Very hospitals that we work for, they promote being compassionate and caring towards family members and towards patients. However, they don't care about us. And when I say that, I'm talking Michael Jackson. They don't really care about us. Anyway, guys, I'm signing off. I will catch you guys in another video, in another sit down chat, in another vlog. Thank you guys for watching. Have a productive and blessed week.